Hi, today I'm going to show you how to attach limbs. I'm going to be showing you how to attach all of the stitches evenly across and how stitch markers can be helpful. If you need help with counting rows, which is something you're going to be using, you can watch my tutorial video on that. Okay, so for this leg, my pattern tells me to attach it to rounds 9 through 16. You don't have to attach them to those rounds. I just like to include where I attach mine on my patterns just so it's easier for you to sort of see where it's supposed to go. But if you want it higher, that's fine. If you want it lower, that's fine. So let's get started. I've already marked my rounds 9 and 16, which are all of the rounds I'm going to be working on. For round 9, I'm going to be attaching all the bottom stitches. Round 16, all the top stitches, and then in between those two rounds, these 6 rounds in between, I'm going to attach the side stitches. This leg is 24 stitches around, and so what I do in order to figure out how I can attach it evenly, I always count the number of rounds in between my 2 main rounds, which are the ones given in the pattern, where I will be attaching, like I said, the top and bottom stitches. And this one just happens to be 6, which works out perfectly because I will attach 6 on the 2 sides and then 6 on the bottom and top, and it's 24 stitches total. If your pattern gives you, let's say I was given 5 in between instead of 6, then I would just attach 5 stitches on the 2 sides and then 7 on the bottom and top to make it 24. So it's not that hard to attach it really evenly. All you really have to pay attention to is how many rounds are here, and then from there you can just subtract it from the total, and that's divided by 2, and then that's how many stitches you attach on the bottom and top. Okay, so now I have my needle and my other leg ready to attach on the other side, which is what I'm going to be showing you. And first, I like to do this little trick I learned from another designer, and it's just basically from the back, you're going to go into the next stitch through the back loop and just pull, and you're just tucking in your tail so it doesn't look like it's up here. It's just kind of it looks smoother when attaching. Okay, so I like to start from the bottom. Now, where you attach your legs are important. You don't want to leave a huge gap because then your piece won't be able to sit by itself. If that doesn't matter, then you can just attach wherever. I like to leave sort of a gap this big, not too big, so that it can sit by itself. So what I do is I'm going to follow round 9, and I'm just going to attach randomly in one of the stitches, and I'm going in through one of the ridges and through the back loop of one of my stitches, and I'm starting with the one where I tucked my tail in. That's just how I start, and then you just pull. Okay, whoops. Now you're going to go in one beside, one beside, and then one into the next stitch, like that. Do the back loop is what I do. You can do two through both loops if you'd like, and then just pull and keep them tight. Okay, I'm gonna go in through one more on the bottom here. Oops, okay, and pull. You want to make sure to pull so that it's nice and tight. Okay, so I kind of like where my legs are right here. They're not too far apart, but they're not too close either. So what I'm gonna do, and you can sort of tell by turning it around if it'll sit. So what I'm gonna do now is start working up the side. Instead of finishing all 6 here, I'm gonna finish them on this side. And let's say I thought this goes too far. I want it a little shorter. All I have to do is take out what I already sewed in. So like, let's say go back in through the back loop like this, and go back in through the loop like this, and then that just leaves me with 2. Okay, so now I'm going to start working up the top, and I'm going to be working 6 stitches up. What I do is those 6 stitches are going to be worked right on top of each other. So let's say I'm working in through all of these stitches in a line. But first, down here, instead of working through to the top of the stitch that I just attached, so let's say this one, I go 1 over and then up. So 1 over and 1 up to start my side stitches. So then I just attach it like that. And then what that does is it doesn't leave it so boxy down here, because you didn't just go up. You went 1 over and 1 up. So it gives it more of a round look. And then you can, of course, tug on it a little bit to make it even rounder. So then from here, I'm going to go straight up to the next one and attach like that. Straight up and attach. Straight up again and attach. And just do that for all 6 stitches, or until you get to your stitch marker, which is right here. So I have 1 more stitch to go. Okay. And then I like to give it a little tug just to kind of secure them. Now I'm ready to attach my top stitches, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up 1 into the side 1, and then go in through the top. So I was just working on here through the bottom. I would go in through the bottom and into one of the legs. This time I'm going to go up 1 to the side 1 and in through the in like this and grab it like that. However you find it easy is fine. I'm just showing you guys how I do it so that you can get an idea. So I'm going to go in like that again. That's 2, and you want to make sure to pull. That's 2. Now I'm going to go for the third one. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so 6 stitches. Now I'm going to go back down. So I'm going to go over 1, down 1, and I'm going to attach it to this one here. I also go down the stitch and then grab the other one. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and last one, 6. Okay, and then I just give it a little tug. So this is how my leg is looking so far. Now all I have left is to finish attaching the bottom stitches, which I should have 4. And so this time, depending on where your increases are or decreases or whatever in your patterns, it'll affect the shape. So what I do, because sometimes I'm on the decrease row, so I have 1 less stitch. So what I do is I just check these 2 are attached. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the one I need to work on. Now let's see. That would be 1 down and 1 over. Sometimes it's just 1 down, and that's fine. So this time I get 1 down and 1 over, and I'm going to go in like this with my needle like that. So not like that, because then it's just twisting it too much. Just make sure you go in where you don't have to twist your stitch. So oops. Sorry, too close to the camera. Okay, so in 1 2, 3, and I'm going to just give it a tug, and I'm going to attach the last one, 4. Okay. 4. Like that. Okay, now what I do next is I don't like to just leave it like that, so I actually go back in through the last stitch, the first stitch, sorry, that I attached, and in through where I fasten off, you make like a chain. So I actually go in through that one just to kind of secure it, and then I go in through one of the stitches like that, and then I just secure it on here. And if you want to watch that video, that's also available on my page on how to secure your knots on the back. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Again, if you need any help with any of my patterns or any techniques or anything related to them, just leave a comment below and I'll be happy to help you. Thanks for watching.